Welcome to Procrastinate-n-Play. My name is Marie, and today we are going to finish our museum build. We have a lot of work to do.
Was Kyle hitting on Blanche? Blanche, stay away. Alright, what are you going to teach me, Kyle? Make it a good one. It's a random acting lesson with your host, Kyle. You want to look self-satisfied, but in a charming movie star kind of way. Okay, this seems definitely like him. I wish I could see your face. Oh, of course you would teach me smirking. Kyle, quit flirting with Blanche. Blanche, do not fall for it. My first Captain Island, and it's just regular with cherries. Coo, you out here looking for gyroids too? No, my man, I'm looking for you. Oh, do you see there's another mosquito? It's gonna bite me while I talk to him. Do I know who? Coo, you're looking at him. Mind if I ask what you're after? Blather sent me, dude. I see. I hear you. Tell him that for me. Oh, and also... Ooh, thanks. This is yours if you want it. It's a gyroid fragment. Plant it in the ground. Give it some water and some time, and it will grow up strong. They take root fast when you return them to the ground. Be seeing you. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. Oh, the mosquito didn't get me. That's nice. That's a first. Must be thanks to Brewster. All right, I got something new. Filbert, I'm gonna need you to move, my dude. Filbert. Kyle, don't come over here. You guys are being a menace right now. Kyle, get out of the way. Filbert. There's so many places you could exercise. Oh my god, don't sit down. Filbert. I'm gonna block you in. Oh, now they're both sitting down. Are you kidding me right now, you guys? I mean, I guess I just made it too pretty. You couldn't resist. God, it's so expensive. I mean, I'm a millionaire, but still, it hurts to spend that kind of money on a stupid net. Oh, it's cute though. Is it worth $2,500? No, but it is cute. Alright, I'm gonna push you, Samson. Stay upset. Sorry. Ooh, Kyle and Samson are talking. I wanna go eavesdrop. Kyle better not be. Oh, you got fleas? Did Kyle just give you fleas, Samson? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Let me help you. Kyle, what the heck, man? Don't clap like that's gonna make it all better. Man, those pinchers are crazy. Look at that. For now, I'm just gonna put this on there. But I'll find something better. Oh, I got another turtle. It's my first soft shell turtle. This guy looks fatter than the normal one. Ooh, it is a different one. He's a big boy. Oh, no wonder. He's the horned elephant. Nice. Okay, I'm getting some good bugs at 3 a.m. Oh my gosh, I finally got a new one. These things all look the same to me.
I guess he looks fatter. I got the two big boys. I got the elephant one and the giant one. I found out today that the IRB approved my research study, so I can finally start collecting data, so I'm really excited about that. And the IRB, it's basically like this ethical review board. They just have to make sure that your study isn't going to cause harm to anyone, because back in the day, they did a lot of crazy studies. There's one really interesting one called the Milgram experiment, and this happened after World War II. They kind of wanted to figure out why soldiers committed such atrocities to their fellow man, and a lot of the excuses were, oh, I was following orders. So they kind of wanted to do an experiment to see how far people would go to follow the instructions of authority figures. So they had an experimenter in the room with the participant, and they were dressed, all official in a lab coat with a clipboard, looking very authoritative. And it's one of those experiments where there's two experiments going on. There's the one that you think you're participating in, and then there's the real experiment. So the participant would think that what they had to do was teach another participant these words, and whenever they got the words wrong, they would administer a shock to the other participant. But the second participant was actually in on it, and they were just faking it. So they would be in another room, and they would keep getting shocked, and they would call out like, ouch, oh my God, it hurts. Please stop, and stuff like, oh, my heart, I have a heart problem. And they wanted to see if the real participant, the one who didn't know what was really going on, if they would continue to administer shocks, because the shocks were supposedly gradually increasing, but the whole thing was fake. Like the second participant wasn't getting shocked at all. It was all fake. And a majority of the people would actually continue to administer the shocks, even though they could hear the other person suffering, because the experimenter was standing right next to them and would just say, keep going, it's okay, they're fine, keep going. And so the person in the other room was literally like, please stop, please don't do this anymore, I can't take it. And the experimenter's like, no, continue, and they would keep shocking that person. I don't think the IRB would approve that kind of experiment, because the person who thought they were doing the shocking, was experiencing a lot of stress, and that could be kind of traumatic for them. So I don't even know if that study would get approved nowadays, but there's definitely some interesting ones that happened before the IRB. There's another really interesting study that this teacher did. So, it wasn't like official, it never got approved or anything, but she was just experimenting on the kids in her classroom, probably some moral and ethical implications of that. But her kids, this was in the 60s, right after Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, and she taught in a small town. All her students were white, and they were asking questions because, they just didn't really understand. They had no concept of discrimination and racism and things like that. And so she did this experiment on them to help them understand. She told them that she read a study that said that people with blue eyes are smarter. And so then she started treating her students with blue eyes a lot better. And, the students with the brown eyes, they felt it immediately. And the students with the blue eyes, jumped on it, and they loved it, right? And they were taking advantage of it, and they were being mean to the kids with the brown eyes. It happened so fast. They turned on each other so fast. And then what she did the next day is she flipped it on them. She was like, oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry, I read the study wrong. It's actually people with brown eyes that are smarter. And so then the brown eye kids were so happy, and they got their extra recess time that day, and they were the smarter ones, and they really let the blue eye kids have it. And afterwards, she debriefed with them and told them, the whole thing was made up. And they, of course, talked about how it made them feel each day, how it changed. And it really had this lasting impact on her students. And she continued to do that experiment for years afterwards as well. Everybody on my island loves to sing. Kyle is totally in love with Blanche. Look at him. Blanche, girl, be careful. Kyle, you're a little thirsty. Come on, dude. Look at him. He's obsessed with her. Kyle, keep your eyes up. There you go. Now then, I'd like to begin our special ceremony celebrating the grand opening of our fancy new museum and its gorgeous entrance. Just ignore the house in the background. That'll move eventually. Yay! Our fine Crits Creek started with nothing more than a single tent, and just look at it now. That's thanks to everyone's hard work and dedication, especially me. I simply can't thank you all enough. Hooray! Because this is a Critterpedia island, I really wanted the museum to stand out, so I wanted to make this massive grand entrance, and that's what I did. So let's check it out. We've got 2 bridges leading over to this courtyard area. I decided to decorate with pink and white flowers and white and light colored stone. And got a couple waterfalls. You come up to the second layer where you actually have the museum, and we have our snapping turtle guards, Beast Boy and Starfire and Raven and Robin guarding as always. And then on either side we have a 3rd level with just some decorations and a couple. I've been incorporating some of the bug models because I have to use them all. So I've got the orchid mantis, I got a beetle, I put a butterfly in the center, and then over here I have 2 butterflies, the common butterfly and the paper kite butterfly. You can't really see him. There he is. So there is the museum. It took me forever, but it's done, and I like it. I think it turned out really nice. Okay, see how she's watering stuff? She's always watering flowers and stuff. So I'm gonna make her house be next to my butterfly garden where all of my flowers are gonna be. I'm gonna build that one next, and I'm gonna do rainbow flowers. So on to the next one. That's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.